All right, welcome back to some more Dune Imperium. We just finished the sort of initial 15-day half season, which I guess I'm going to think of as kind of a pre-season. I'm not sure how everybody was feeling about it, but for me, that was too short to really get into. A lot of people did get into it, and a lot of people got in there, so congratulations to everybody who made the leaderboards and fought hard for their spot. They've just done the reset. This is a 30-day season of Ranked Dune Imperium Digital, and I'm excited to get started. This is the very first game of it, so I'm going to be starting at the beginning from nothing in bronze. Come along for the ride here. I'm definitely aiming to get to master this season. You're going to come along with me on the journey, for the wins, for the losses. I don't think I'll be recording every game that I play, but I'll certainly be recording most of them probably. And so you can expect to see a slightly higher frequency of games coming up on the channel, I think. So I hope you're buckled in and ready to rock with me. Here we go. Here we go. All right, I am player 3, so I'm going to have second pick. Here are the available leaders. Here is the Imperium row: Guild Banker, Spice Trader, Missionaire, Protectiva, Negotiated Withdrawal, and Spice Hunter. Let's take a look at the tech row: Chaumarchy, Training Drones, and Mnemic Film, which is a big one. I have a feeling Beast might be going for that. You know, I think I might go with Tessia here. I played a game of Dune Imperium with Rise of Ix in person a few days ago, and it was a really good time with some people who'd played the game a little bit, some who hadn't played it at all, but still picked it up really fast. And I played Tessia in that game, and I enjoyed it. So I'm going to go with Tessia, since that's I played her recently in person, but not recently on the channel. I think I've only played one game of Tessia on the channel so far. That's in the epic game mode that I tried out. All right, let's get into it. We've got a skirmish here, so we're fighting over a freighter. I've got Seek Allies and Diplomacy in my opening hand. So Tessia's whole thing is she's all about these kind of messing around with the influence tracks. Basically, she starts out with these 4 snooper tokens at the level 2 mark on each faction track. And as I get there myself, it's going to unlock an ability. The first one that I get is going to have sort of a weaker ability, and each subsequent one is going to trigger a stronger ability, and I can trigger them in whatever order I want, or whatever makes sense for the game. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and grab Fold Space with my Seek Allies and end turn. So Pierre, I imagine, is going to be going for this Mnemic Film. Possibly is looking at a certain card in the Imperium row. Don't know that yet. But I think Snowbird Spawn here on Beast could be disappointed, because one of the nice things about Beast, starting with a Spice in base game, that helps you sell Melange sooner to get your Swordmaster pretty reliably early. In Ix, it allows you to, you know, collect a cheap tech very quickly. Like if Beast had the ability to go to tech negotiation, he could have picked up that Mnemic Film immediately. That's a little unfortunate. I was looking to go to still suits myself with my Diplomacy, but I could fight for this conflict, but I could put in 3 troops. If Beast uses a Signet Ring on one of these bases, he could also put in 3 troops. It's honestly a little bit tempting, but I'm going to go... I could also go to Hardy Warriors, actually. That would be another way of doing it. You know what? I'm going to do that. 3 could be enough, but I'm going to throw in 4 just to be sure. And I'm going to be refunded a troop if I win anyway, so I feel okay about that. Do have the 1 dagger, so there's a very good chance that 3 would have been enough. My concern would be Beast. Beast honestly could Signet Ring to Arakeen and throw in 4. So it still might not be enough. We'll see what he decides to do here. Beast goes for an early reveal and picks up Spice Trader. Okay. Seems like a bit of a strange move. I can't say I know his motivations for that, but... All right, we're going to have 2 persuasion here, and... I think I might pick up the Spice Hunter, honestly. Unless something else comes along. A lot of cards being grabbed here. Normally, I favor Arrakis Liaison over Spice Hunter, but given that, you know, I'm really all about the sort of faction influence and stealing from my own influence to gain somewhere else, I'm going to go with Spice Hunter here because that's another faction access card that I can get into my deck. For some reason, I've never been able to get this card. Every time it happens to me all the time where I buy a card and then it pops up. I never seem to be able to pick that up. I mean, it's just like a really, really nice card. It seems to me anyway. Like I said, I haven't had much experience actually playing with it, but it seems pretty good. Now, I have no resources whatsoever. So what I'm looking to do with this round is I'm going to use the Signet Ring somewhere. And I'm going to... So you can see what it does there is I can lose an influence somewhere to gain 1 influence with a faction where I have a snooper token. So my goal with that is going to be to drop my Freeman influence back to 0, pop up to level 2 with the guild. That will give me that snooper token. The first thing is I can discard a card to gain a spice. So I'll probably discard the dagger to get a spice. And that unlocks interstellar shipping. I don't think anybody else will be able to do that. And so I'll be then using the Dune the Desert Planet to go to interstellar shipping. Now, where the Signet Ring is going to go is up in the air, but honestly, it's probably going to go to smuggling. So I can smuggle and interstellar shipping this round and lock everybody else out of it. That feels good to me. That feels pretty good. Now, there is spice available, and that Mnemonic Film is cool, but I kind of like this idea of just completely locking out shipping for everybody here. So we'll go ahead and do that. I could even recall now, but I'm going to advance so that I've got that influence to take. Okay, so we're going to lose the Freeman influence. We're going to gain the guild influence. And we're going to discard this dagger to get a spice. And then with the interstellar shipping... Okay, I think Beast is going to pick up this Mnemonic Film right now, unfortunately. I was hoping maybe I could snag it. Yeah, he takes it. All right. Now, if I go up here and take the tech, I could get this training drone. So that's 1 troop every round, which is kind of interesting. Or I can drop down and then go back up, so I'm ready to do it again. Which I think I'm more interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and recall. I'm going to take the Solari. Bump myself back up, and then I think I will take this with the Freeman. And we're going to be left with 4 persuasion at the end of the round. I'm not at Swordmaster Solari just yet. Maybe I can get there next round either by... I'm going to be acting first, so potentially I can go to smuggling, drop down again, collect a bunch of Solari for Swordmaster, or maybe even go to wealth. We'll see. With my reveal, I mean, we'll just have to see what's there. Obviously, there's 2-4. There are 2-4 options right now. Negotiated withdrawal is quite interesting. Other memory is always good. A lot of Bene Gesserit stuff there, and a few cards have already been picked up. Missionara Protectiva was picked up. Let's look at the procurements here. Is that it? Okay, so it's just the Missionary Protectiva for Leto. So Leto kind of hoping to get more Bene Gesserit cards down the line. Revealing for 3. I imagine he's going to take the Bene Gesserit sister here. Yep. Okay, now I'm kind of tempted to take this in the shadows and a liaison rather than this negotiated withdrawal. And I'm going to do it mostly because, or the other memory is also a good option, but I've never used this card really. I was complaining just a moment ago about how I never get to take it. Wow, more Bene Gesserit. So I'm going to do it, and we're going to see how it goes. It feels like it fits in with Tessia's whole thing. I mean, not that, you know, everybody wants faction influence, but I really want it. Stuff that causes me to discard could be good because that this card does have unload. Bunch of intrigues going around the table. I'm currently empty on intrigues, but that's okay. You can't do everything. 3 spice sitting on Imperial Basin. Interesting conflict. Okay, look at all of this stuff. So, can I get Swordmaster? Well, yeah. It's a little weird. So I think it's going to be Spice Hunter up here to Interstellar Shipping. We'll go up. We'll go down. Okay, now What do I get out of the second one again? Gain the bonus. So that'll give me a water if I go with the Freeman. I think I like that. Also unlocks Siege Tower for me, which seems good. And we'll take the Solari. Now, ooh, you know what I just realized? Oh, that feeds Leto. That feeds Leto. So he's going to get his Swordmaster now. Ah, crap. I guess I should have just gone to Wealth. All right, well, that happened. That happened, and now I'm going to get locked out of Swordmaster for potentially a bunch of rounds here because, oh man, that hurts. Beast is going to be first next round. He might get a bunch of Solari from the conflict. All these people are going to have Solari, so I may have just delayed my Swordmaster by like 3 rounds here. Yeah. Okay. Well, what do we pivot to? Probably just keep that for reveal. Go somewhere with the fold space. Maybe go to... Getting it on this conflict wouldn't be the worst. I could just get the High Council seat as well, since it's going to be a while before I get Swordmaster now, I think. Could just go for High Council seat, get that done. It would mean using the fold space on it, which feels a little bit weird, so I don't think I want to do that. I think maybe I'll go here. Oh, that's interesting. Don't think there's a reason to use that right now, but that's a cool thing to have available. Leto tricked me. I was just looking at the Solari numbers. I was like, no one's going to get to 8. Leto only needs 7. All right. So we're going to activate the Bene Gesserit Snooper, which is going to get me 1 influence on that track. So that's going to get me actually close to the Alliance with the Bene Gesserit. And that means Future in the Shadows will be able to be used to get influence elsewhere, which is pretty cool. Probably going to go for this Administrator if I get the opportunity, which it looks like I will. That's a pretty nice one. Saves you the time. You don't have to actually go there yourself. And that's going to pay for itself. That's going to pay for itself immediately. It looks like she's going to get second in this conflict. We'll see what Leto does. Okay, does he want to go to Siege Tower right now? That would be the only reason to play that card right now. He does. Missionaire Protectiva. Did he have another Bene Gesserit card? I don't think so. Oh, he did. Wow. Okay. So Leto doing his Leto things on this track. Maybe the other memory actually would be better in order to get in the shadows more. I think I will do it that way. There's no need for me to use this right now. I've got a bunch of troops from, you know, using interstellar shipping a couple of times. Okay, maybe, you know what? It looks like I actually will be able to get Swordmaster next round because Beast is going to... No, I'm not. I'm not. Because, what's her name? Yuna. Yuna's going to get the Solari here. She's going to take the Swordmaster next round. I mean, one or the other of them will do it. Whichever one comes second. Okay, well, let's see. If Leto wins, anyway. Okay, it looks like it's going to be Beast picking up his Swordmaster next round, which is actually worse for me than Yuna doing it. I'd rather Yuna do it because if Beast does it next round when he's the first player, Yuna can do it the following round when she's the first player. Whereas if Yuna does it next round, then I can do it the following round. Wow. Okay, but Beast really wants to make this happen. Plays the private army. Well. All right. Well, it is what it is. Beast takes the point. The others collect some Solari. Okay, so Beast actually does win it. Which means this next round, Yuna probably takes the Swordmaster, and then the next round I can take the Swordmaster. I think that's what's going to happen. We'll see. Maybe I get lucky and Yuna doesn't have the cards for it or whatever. But she probably does, in which case it's probably going to be another interstellar shipping for me. With the Signet Ring, dropping down here with the Bene Gesserit and up here with the Emperor. If I really wanted to get crazy, I could also finesse with either the Freeman or the Bene Gesserit to go up another one with the Emperor, which would jump me up another one with the Emperor. I could potentially do something crazy like that. Don't know if that's what I want to do or not. All right, so let's see what Yuna does. Does she have Swordmaster? She's thinking a lot about it, which makes me think, okay. Okay, where is he firm gripping? Where is he going to firmly grip? With the guild. Makes sense. Makes sense. And Leto goes up there. going to go up again. And we'll use this, drop down with Bene Gesserit, go up with the Emperor. I'm not going to do this trick right now. Maybe if wealth is open for my next agent turn, I'll do it. All right, so Beast now has an alliance, which means his signet ring is now powered up. So signet ring provides 2 troops for Beast now. So if Leto doesn't take this alliance right now, I think I'll take it. Okay. So I can do it. I can do it by going to wealth, which takes me up here. That then bumps me up another one, right? Yep. And gets me 2 more troops. Then this, I can drop somewhere to go up and take the alliance. Now, would I rather have that or the guild alliance? I kind of want the Emperor one just to mess with Leto. The extra Solari also does make a Swordmaster High Council 1 round play possible. I don't know. I'm also going to get even more troops. So I'm going to have a full garrison. And next round, I really need to get some troops in. I think I'm going to drop with Freeman. I don't see myself necessarily going to Siege Tower, although I did say I want to get troops in. But here's what we're doing. All right. I'm locked and loaded. Locked and loaded for the next few conflicts. It was an interesting decision which one I wanted to lose there. I went with Freeman because of this Spice Hunter. And I didn't want to lose the influence with the Bene Gesserit because I want to make sure that my In the Shadows can be triggered. And I didn't want to lose the guild because I want to make sure interstellar shipping is available. So that was the play here. Well, this looks like a pretty nice card to grab right now. Let's just grab that Test of Humanity. I've got a few Bene Gesserit cards in the deck now. In the Shadows, Other Memory, and Test of Humanity. So it's kind of cool. Also good to kind of deny those from Leto, who's been collecting, at least has the Missionaria Protectiva, and there's another one. He also grabs the Weirding Way, and there's a Bene Gesserit Initiate. Lots of Bene Gesserit cards here. Okay, but I definitely need to start getting some troops in there because I'm honestly going to run out. I only have 2 left in the garrison. So this round, though, I mean, I'm looking to get Swordmaster and High Council seat this round, I think. Beast might get his High Council seat. Other memory. Unfortunately, I don't have a Bene Gesserit card to grab. It's just going to be draw a card. I have to get my Swordmaster with my first agent, otherwise Beast will take it. I can't afford to blow that. I already blundered pretty big. I could have had a round 3 Swordmaster, I think. Instead, I let Leto get a round 3, Yuna get a round 4. Now I'm going to be getting a round 5, so don't want to delay it any more than I already have. A lot of spice sitting here. Seems to be a consequence of the shipping track. You know, comparing Rise of Ix to base game is that the spice does seem to build up a little bit more on these spots because of how powerful this is. It feels like there has to be like a pretty significant amount of spice piled up to be worth going here instead of smuggling or interstellar shipping. Okay. Get that done. My ideal spot to go to here, I guess, would be Haga Basin because there's a lot of spice. Chalmurky could be pretty important. A couple of intrigue cards would be nice. Automatic tiebreaker winning is nothing to sneeze at. Also could be, you know, spice towards a Hayliner, which is going to be, you know, a couple of rounds in the future. Round 7 coming up. Otherwise, Carthag is a good option as well. And there's also interstellar shipping sitting here, which is just like so annoying. But yeah, what would I do? If I got the influence out of that, where would I take it? I guess I'd take it back with the Freeman again. But I'm running out of troops. Leader goes to Imperial Basin. Okay, interesting. Doesn't want to spend his water. Happy to get 2 spice instead of 4. That is interesting. Trying to decide if I want to draw a card or just play a Dune. I think I'll go ahead and 5, 3, back up to 5. Just trying to think if I could still get Gurney somehow. I think I'm going to do this. That's just too much spice to let sit there, I feel. Oh, a Spice Hunter. That's pretty interesting. I do have the Freeman Bond, which is actually kind of cool. I could have gone straight into the High Council seat. Beast may decide to do it. If that happens, I'm happy to use the Spice Hunter. Although, Still Suits is the only place it can go. All right. Now, I don't just want to like throw troops in here for no reason. Okay. All right. So, unfortunately, I was kind of hoping to get that alliance, but I mean, I did sacrifice my influence there in order to get the Emperor alliance. So you can't have it all. You can't have it all. All right. Well, you know what? I was going to get the High Council seat here, but I think I'll just actually go to Still Suits with the Spice Hunter, get that influence, get another water back into my pocket, and just be happy with that. I could also interstellar shipping. Which is kind of crazy. I mean, I could take the influence that way instead. So it's I could throw in water. I could get more troops in there. Maybe I will throw the troops in. Or I could interstellar shipping and get the Chaumerky too. Go up and go down. It's a tough call. Tough call. Yeah. It's just about how valuable is that water. You know what? I'm going to do it like this. Advance. Recall. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. Oh, beauty. What an absolute beauty of a pull. Oh, that is just absolutely delicious. Now, I'm not there yet. I've still got 1, 2, 3. I've got some work to do. But I feel like I should be able to pull that off. Now, how about machine culture? If I have 3 or more techs get a victory point, that might be hard to do. That might be hard to do. It would be funny to have 3 endgame victory points. So my 2 troops are just going to be wasted, but that's fine. My garrison is empty right now anyway. Any reason to do that? I could buy invasion ships is a bad idea right now. I could get spaceport. Doesn't seem like a great plan. All right, and for 4, I think I'm going to take the administrator just because it's another way to get to Hayliner, which could be relevant. And I'll keep an eye on opportunities to get techs. I don't know, though. Oh, that's a little frightening. Leto picks up shifting allegiances. He is on my heels with this Emperor's Alliance, by the way. Something that perhaps I should have had my eye on. All right, so Yuna and I are going to tie for 5 and get nothing. Doesn't cost her anything. Yeah. Perhaps should have had my eye on that and maybe taken that with this influence rather than the Freeman one. I think that's true. Leto going to go first here. Probably going to take that alliance if the opportunity arises. A lot of spice building up here on the Great Flat. We've got a Guild Bank raid. Lots of interesting cards here. Well, this could, depending on what Leto does, this could help me secure that alliance. The Signet Ring no longer has any power because I have no more Snooper tokens. Yep, that alliance is gone. Now, I could actually take it. And I think I will. I think I will. Because that can't be allowed to stand. The thing is, I don't really want this stuff. So the other option is I could just go for the guild one. Because I can diplomacy, then use In the Shadows to basically jump 2. So I could jump up here, lock that alliance up for myself, take it back from Leto. The thing is, I don't really need 5 Solari. I don't really need 2 troops. The intrigue card would be fine. Alternatively, I could go for it here, but he might steal it from me. At least if I go here, it's locked up. But I can't do it all in one round. But I don't think Leto's going to have a way. This is really going to tip my hand. It's a bad use of my spice, too. But you know what? I'm just going to do it. Well, at least I'm going to get some more spice. Empty garrison. Oh, boy. And this Solari is not something I want. So, I don't love how that all feels. But I just don't want Leto to have that alliance. I'd rather just lock it up. And I'll discard the Signet Ring for it. Do I get the High Council seat this time? I think I probably should. Even though it means I'm not going to be throwing any troops in, which is bad. Oh. Secrets steal. Uh-huh. So if I had tried for the Guild Alliance, yeah, there's a good chance Leto could have just taken it right back from me, so. Okay. Let me just get that High Council seat. Take that alliance back from Leto. We'll hold that for now. I guess Test of Humanity will go to selective breeding. I mean, I do need to get all these tracks up to 3. This is very awkward, though. All these troops in the garrison. I mean, it's one of the interesting things about going to interstellar shipping all the time is you just end up with all these troops. And if you're not, you know, sending them in, then what are they doing? And it's honestly not good, right? Having all of the troops in the garrison is kind of bad because it means, for example, that a Hayliner actually sucks. Hayliner is bad if you don't have any troops in your supply. Then Hayliner doesn't do anything because, you know, the whole point is you take 5 troops from your supply into your garrison and now you can deploy them. But if you have no troops to add, then you can't deploy them. So going to a Hayliner with an empty supply means you can put in 2 troops from your garrison. That's it. Likewise with Hardy Warriors and Carthag and so on. So this is not great, but what do I need the Solari for? I really don't need it. So I'm going to do this. Hopefully everybody discarding a card will disrupt their plans a little bit. Leto has already revealed. Wait, he's already revealed. Aha, got himself a Spice Must Flow. Okay, well. Maybe I should have used the Test of Humanity earlier. Anyway, it is what it is. Leto doesn't have to lose anything. Has no cards to discard. Has no deployed troops. Beast has the option of losing a troop if he wants to. And he does opt to do that. Unit discards. Let's see what we get here. Trash a card. Well, we can lose a dagger very comfortably. Okay. So nothing really exciting here. I'm not sure if there's going to be anything great for me to pick up from the Imperium row. Honestly, the Sardaukar Legion could be good just for the reveal ability with all these troops I've got in the garrison. That's probably what I would go for. Normally, I think about this as a way of getting influence with the Emperor and troops at the same time. But I'm maxed on Emperor influence. But I really could use the ability to just deploy troops from my garrison. And I'm about to reshuffle the deck. Ooh, how many Spice Must Flows are getting picked up here? All right. So let's go ahead and do that. No. No to Dr. Yue this time. Aha. So Beast could easily afford to lose that troop that he lost earlier. Lots of swords. Making up for it. Losing all of that spice really... It kind of hurt. Like, okay, so... You know, Hayliner doesn't do anything for me at the moment. But, alright, let me finish that thought later. What do I want to do here? A lot of spice sitting here, but I don't have the water for it. I'm trying to think about if I can actually unlock that victory point. It's going to be a bit tricky. Would be good to get a Spice Must Flow this round. Don't know if I can manage it. Maybe just a Mentat. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Take that away from Leto. Okay, so the good news with this is I'm not planning to Hayliner, but it would be good if I can send it to Fold Space to get my influence there, so that I'm at least unlocking the level 1 plans within plans, and I'm very close to unlocking the level 2. That's going to be very key if I'm going to have any hope of winning this game. Possibly I use the Counselor's Dispensation plus the Test of Humanity to go back to selective breeding in the hopes that I can get to a Spice Must Flow. But I don't have a lot of good persuasion cards in the deck, unfortunately. So there's not a great chance that that works. We'll just have to wait and see. Step 1, I think, is going to be the Administrator. Because Fold Space still could be a tempting target for, let's say, Beast, who might be looking to unlock that victory point. There's the Great Flat, so that's probably going to be into a Hayliner for Leto, which is quite scary here. What I really need is urgent. What is the? Ooh, that's not good. What's the name of the one where you just throw all your troops in from your garrison? That's kind of what I need. I mean, I could go to Secrets and hope to get it. I'd get 2 intrigue cards. Both of these players are going to be incentivized to go to these spaces. Although as soon as somebody goes to one, maybe the other one gets left alone. Ooh. Oh no, Leto. Okay, I hate these icons. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get this done. Discard a card to trash a card. Honestly, I don't think I want to do it because I'm hoping that I might get enough for a Spice Must Flow. It's not likely, but it could happen. I don't think there's a reason to do that. Selective breeding is gone. Maybe I should have prioritized that. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to have to be a pivot. Interstellar shipping would have been a good backup for me. That's interesting. What does she want to do with all that Solari? I'm assuming here... Okay. Well, maybe Leto doesn't care about secrets anymore. So maybe I still can at least do that with the Test of Humanity. The Spice Must Flow is now out of the question. Unfortunately, he does still want to go to secrets. Okay. It's not that big a deal. Nobody has deployed much here, but I'm guessing that's going to change. Well, I think I want to use the test of humanity to make everybody discard, at least to kind of mess them up a bit. I think maybe... Is it smuggling, or is it Carthag, or is it Siege Tabor? Is it tech negotiation? I don't think so. Going to Carthag, I still only get to throw in 2 troops, unfortunately. But I'm just going to do it. Hope I get a good intrigue card here. Who knows? Maybe I get the one where I just dump all the troops in and that just like saves the game. It could happen. Beast opts to lose a troop. So that tells me he's looking at Spice Must Flow right now. Yuna had no option. Leto, yeah, decides to lose a troop. Okay. Ah, that hurts. All right, well. Is there any effect that's going to let me sacrifice a point? I suppose... Okay, I'll just go ahead and do this. On the off chance I get a shifting allegiances or something and the game doesn't end before that, that could matter, right? I could sacrifice one here for the shifting allegiances, take it right back, but... I might end up having to burn it anyway if it looks like I'm going to get second place. Certainly not going to get first. Okay. Well, doesn't look like I'm going to get second either. I could go to Imperial Basin, throw in 2 more troops. Maybe it matters. She only has 1 card to reveal. She does have intrigue cards. What does this do for me? Honestly, I don't know that it does that much. I can't see myself having enough to get 2 more techs. But what does fighting for this do? Okay, so this is the option that I'm going with. And the reason is... Honestly, the reason is I want to get troops back into my supply. Because if I get second or third here, I'll be at 6 spice. Maybe I can Hayliner next round. Maybe I can win a big conflict. Yuna, no swords. Okay. So it looks like there's a chance I could get second. It's not guaranteed by any means. Yuna has intrigue cards. Leto has 4 intrigue cards. So for all I know, Leto's going to win this conflict, but I think I just have to get rid of this. Probably not going to end up mattering. Honestly, this is probably not going to end up mattering either, but just to be safe. I really don't like doing that. 5 to spend. I guess we'll take the landing rights. That's interesting. But I'm going to say no. All right, so I'm 1 Freeman point away from unlocking the 2 points in the plans within plans. Should be able to find that. All right. Yuna looking to take first here. I prefer that to Beast, I think. Leto. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. All right, so it looks like I'm not gonna get third after all, which hurts. I had some hopes. With the thinking I was gonna get 6 spice there, but unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. Pretty painful. Now, if they tie, that would be just amazing. Is that what's happening? Oh, that is so good. Oh, that is so good. Nobody gets the 2 victory points. Incredible. Incredible. Okay, that is good. That is very good for my hopes and my dreams. And I do end up with 6 spice. Wait a minute. How did I do that? Wait a minute. Yuna and the Duke tied for second. Oh, okay. Because Beast Hayliner got bumped out of the conflict. So I ended up getting third, which means I actually do have a Hayliner possibility. How many? I only have 4 left in my supply, which is unfortunate. Now, Yuna might just go straight into Hayliner here or Leto. So I guess I shouldn't get my hopes up here. Because I got 2 players ahead of me with 6 or more spice. Also, this hurts. How did Beast just do that? Jesus. With his signet ring, right? Crazy. Okay. I don't know if I can actually beat Beast, even if I go to Hayliner here. Neither of these players did it, which is pretty interesting because they know I have 6 spice as well. Leto went to Mentat. He did draw a card, so he might have access to it now. Yuna went to Interstellar Shipping. Could grab the Test of Humanity with the other member. Because I'm thinking about, I need this really bad. If somebody goes to still suits, I'm really hurting. And if they can't do still, you know what? I'm going to start with this. Just get that done, because this is probably, or at least quite possibly, going to be the final round. I may end up getting that spaceport to draw cards for a Spice Must Flow. That's also an option, potentially. Okay, this is bugged. I did end my turn. Hayliner will let me get 4 + 2 throw 6 more troops in, but okay, Beast is running on empty with troops, though. So let's see if Leto drew a card that can take him to Hayliner. If he did, I'm sure he'll go for it, but he may have missed. Looks like he missed. Okay, what comes up? Spy satellites. That's interesting. Used. What? Used what? I guess he drew 2 cards. Okay. Well, he's probably going to be getting a Spice Must Flow. This is not correct. Okay. I think I have to go to Hayliner. Unfortunately, Research Station is gone. That would have been nice. I have to try to beat Beast here. I have to try. I have to try, and unfortunately, there's no Spice Must Flow happening. What does Beast have for techs? Okay, right. Don't know what his Intrigue card is. Don't know what he has to reveal. He does have a Worm Riders somewhere in his deck, which would obviously be more than I can compete with. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to use other memory and hope that I draw the Sardaukar Legion, and that lets me deploy 3 more troops. That's kind of my best hope, let's say. It's not my only hope. You know, maybe throwing in 2 more troops just from going to one of these spots is good enough. Maybe. Probably not. Leto picks up invasion ships. Okay, he's now going to be really big into this. Can't deploy them right away, though. I'm just taking a look at seeing... All right, this is what I'm going to do. This 4 spice could mean a tech. Please give me the Imperial Sardaukar. Come on. Deck, come on. Yo. All right. I don't have enough spice to afford that spy satellite, so maybe I buy it anyway. Because if there's another round, I can trash it for 3 spice for another victory point. And I don't think I want somebody else to get it, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to burn all my spice on that. Is that a great move? I don't know, but it's another potential victory point for me if we go another round. If I end up getting second place, I'm going to have the spice to be able to trigger it. So it seemed like a good idea to me, and I don't necessarily want somebody else getting it. Beast, it would be 1 victory point just buying it for 4 spice. Beast has revealed, oh my god. Okay, well, it's going to come down to, does Beast have a combat intrigue card? Because I can get 4 more strength in there, which is 1 more than what the Beast has. Oh, please don't have a combat intrigue card. So he did reveal the Worm Riders, right? Beast. Yep. Okay. I don't want anything there. I don't think. Do I want a bit more persuasion for just buying a Spice Must Flow? It's possible I do. It's possible I do. I don't think I'm doing really much else. You know what? I might even pick up Dr. Yue because that's a good one to go to Research Station next round, which I might want to do. It's not really any point in that. All right. Bounty Hunter also could get me to Research Station if it's blocked. All right. I shouldn't have picked Yue and Bounty Hunter. I should have just picked one if I was going to take any of them. So that was a bit of a weird thing, but anyway. Come on, please. Please let me win this conflict. Oh, I won. 1 combat strength. 1. Now, is anybody else going to mess this up for me? Okay. I have hope. It's still going to be a tough road, but that was necessary for my hopes. Economic supremacy. I do have the Solari, but I don't really have any way of winning this. All right, well, I think I need to go to Research Station first thing. I need to buy a Spice Must Flow, and honestly, I need spice. I need 3 spice so that I can activate the spy satellites. That's going to be a little bit tricky. That means going here, which means not going to research station. This doesn't do anything for me, so I think that's the card I actually want to send out to research station because it's got no persuasion on it. This is a difficult decision, though, right here. I think it has to be research station. The spice must flow seems like a better option than this. I do win tiebreakers, and it also denies somebody else. So let's just go ahead and do that. All right. This is not... I could get a water. You know what? Actually, getting a water could be pretty good. Water could allow me to get spice that I might need. It's going to make it a little bit harder for me to get the spice must flow. Okay. This is tense. This is tense. All right, so as far as this economic supremacy goes, ooh, that's a Gurney Halleck. Beast is probably in the best position to win the conflict and get points out of it. Definitely has the Solari for it. Yuna now going to Hayliner, so... doesn't have the resources to buy the points as of right now. So this is nowhere. I'm not even going to think about this. I just can't. I have no way of competing for this conflict right now. Okay, so what do I need? I guess I need another water. So I think I go to Still Suits, or no, I guess I go to Siege Tabor and then look to pick up this spice to fund the spy satellites. I think that's the move. I mean, I can get spice out of interstellar shipping as well if I want. But... I think that's the move. Although, I can't use the signet ring there. You know what? The persuasion's a little bit tricky. Crap. Okay, I have to do it this way. The troop doesn't matter anyway. But, because I need to use this signet ring to go here so that I'm still left with 9. If I had sent the signet ring here, well, first of all, then I'd have nowhere to go here, and I can't use my liaisons. All right, if everything goes according to plan, we get a spice must flow, takes us to 9. We cash in the spy satellites, takes us to 10. Plans within plans takes us to 12. And we hope that's good enough for a win here in game 1 of the first full season of Ranked in Dune Imperium Digital. But 12 may not be good enough. It very well might not. Beast has some kind of intrigue card that wasn't a combat intrigue. Leto. All right, it looks like Yuna might be in a position to get 2 points out of this. The good news for me is nobody else decided to take this spice on the Great Flat. I would have been kind of screwed if somebody did, or at least very sad. What do you think, Sylvain? J'ai confiance en toi. Tu peux le faire. Tu peux gagner. Thanks, man. Sylvain says he has confidence in me. Thinks I can win. We will see about that. The winning the tiebreakers also could be a big deal. All right. Let's grab our spice. I don't need to do that yet. We'll wait. We'll save the drama for my reveal turn. How about you, Squit? How do you feel about this game so far?
Sir, projections are looking indeed good. The betting markets have spiked in your favor, though there is still some worry that things may drop out at the last moment.
Well, let's see. Let's see. There's a 1. There's a 2. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it ends. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Yuna, it looks like Yuna's going to win, but I mean, it could go either way for sure. Beast reveals 3 swords, puts him ahead. Beast can afford to get 2 points here. So it's going to be about the endgame intrigues. It's really going to be about the endgame intrigues. Okay. Beast goes to 11. Yuna goes to 10. Grand Conspiracy. How many points does she get? 2. I'm going to beat her on the tiebreaker. Oh, it tastes so good. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. You're too kind. No, come on, please. Please, please, settle down. Settle down. That's enough. Thank you. Oh, let's do a little victory dance. Oh. The scores in these games are a little bit insane. So, Yuna had that endgame intrigue. Let's take a quick look at that. I still don't quite remember. It's like the quest. You have all these different things to do. Grand Conspiracy. Okay, 2 dreadnoughts, 1 spice must flow, 4 influence on 2 tracks, a seat on the High Council. So she got all 4 of those for 2 points. Did the Beast end up having an endgame intrigue? No. Oh, man. What a game. Well, that was interesting. I mean, that was a game where I did definitely use a lot of interstellar shipping, though it was mostly very early. I got early control of it and used it a whole bunch of times in a row to kind of rocket up the tracks, load up my garrison with troops. That was a little bit weird having this huge full garrison for a lot of the game. I did end up being able to kind of get them all in there in that critical round 8 conflict, the battle for Carthage, where I got those 2 victory points by 1 combat strength over beast, which obviously, changes the game. This game comes down to the tiniest of margins sometimes. It's amazing how that happens. 1 conflict. So many combats I've seen where the game is decided by 1 combat strength, one way or the other. I did have that blunder early with the Swordmaster, which hurts. Nice that I was still able to, not get too tilted by that and come out and win the game anyway. Now, who knows? Maybe if I had gotten that Swordmaster at that time, I mean, it's a whole different world, the butterfly effect and all that. Maybe I would have ended up losing. We don't know. So happy with that result. And it's nice to start off the new season with a win. Let's take a look at the little stars animation as we get our 2 in bronze. Very cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this and you're looking forward to more of these ranked games. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game, which decisions you might have made in different places. And make sure to tune in Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern on YouTube or Twitch to watch me play live and join in the fun with everyone else watching and chatting along. If you'd like to become a member of the channel and support me directly, you can click the little join button down below for details. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.